Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. So for those of you who are new to this channel, I am Miss Morales and I've been living and working in the Maldives for the past few years. I created this vlog so that I can share some helpful tips for those of you who wanted to start to work in the Maldives or who's still looking, or maybe you're new in the country. And if you want any update, you can just subscribe. See you around. Yes, I know I've neglected this channel for the past few months as I get busy with my work, and now I'm also doing some traveling. So I'm thinking about sharing it to you guys, but let's see. For now, when I checked this YouTube channel, I saw some of you have a lot of questions, and also with my private messages from other social media accounts. Most of your question is actually valid, and I thought of sharing it in this channel because I think that this will help more people and they could be also seeking answers for this. First is the average salary. Of course, I cannot specifically say to you the salary of specific jobs, but let me try to the best of my knowledge. So first, let's talk about service people, waiter, sales assistant, receptionist, and spa therapies. So people who's involved in the service. Usually, it will range around $350 as starting for their basic salary. Some could have an offer for 400 to 500 USD, depending on the establishment. But on top of this, there should be a service charge. And again, as I've mentioned in my previous vlogs, your accommodation and food should be separated from your basic salary. But to be honest, um, this salary is a little low, but this is the average salary in the city. But if you want something bigger, I would suggest trying to find a job in the resort, because even if this is the basic salary, the service charge is a little higher, of course. So you will still end up with more. And for sales executive, starts with $750, $800 to $1,000. I think same with travel agents. Still, those salaries are negotiable. You can negotiate with your company. I think, like, not think, but this is based on my experience. You also have to sell yourself, and yeah, you have to sell yourself, your experience, what you can offer with the company, and of course, if there is commissions after. For architect and civil engineer, it will be depending on your experience, how old are you, and of course your portfolio. But it's around $1,000, 1,500 to 2,000. But I've met few people also in senior positions and management position which earns up to $4,000. Um, Nowadays also people are asking me if it's okay to take the small jobs and then find a job in the Maldives after. Of course, I think it's possible, but with new rules on the visa processing that's coming up into the Maldives, it will just be a little harder compared before. One example is that, like, if you are here working and you're trying to find a job, you're just new into the Maldives and you're trying to find a job, and your new employer wants a visa transfer. It means that from your current job to your new job, they will just transfer the visa. I don't think most of the employer will be happy to do that for you. So it means that you have to go out of the country. Your current employer should cancel your visa, and then your new employer should apply for your new visa. And there's also very, very recent information that I got to know that when you resign from your job, you can actually request to cancel your visa. But it would take another 6 months for a new employer to apply for your new visa, unless your previous company would have a letter that okay, they agreed that you could actually look for another job, or the new employer can apply for your new visa. That's it. And then also for working. I mean, some of you also wanted to go to Maldives as a tourist and then find a job. I think it's really, really possible. It's just that you have to know the risk, because for most of the nationalities, we only have 30 days visa on arrival. So it means that within 30 days, you have to find a job. But then, in order for you to get your working visa, you still have to go out of the country. But the expenses and everything, some of it you have to like bear. So that's the risk you have to take. And then also some of you are asking for how long does it take a visa process. Before it was 7 days, but now after pandemic with all the new regulations and more process, it's taking 2 weeks on average or more. Also, there are questions for, I think this is especially for Filipinos. They're asking if it's salary deduction, placement fee, if the direct hire can be done. Um, the placement fee or salary deduction actually depends on your employment agency in the Philippines. For direct hire, company can direct hire, but I think under POEA, our government, there's a regulation for like only 5 people for them to direct hire, and then after that, they have to go through an agency. And going through an agency, there's fees that should be collected. So it will always depends on your employer or your employment agency. And the last, how to do money transfer from Maldives. There are several options for money transfer. There is Western Union, there's also MoneyGram, and there's Express Money. And most of this you will just see in small stores or exchange rate in Male. And Express Money also, they're offering in post office. But very recently we discover also bank transfer. So direct from your bank account, you can just do bank transfer. The cheapest that I found is using Bank Maldives. In their application, there's just international transfers. So you will just incur $5 fee for, I think, less than $1,000, and the higher amount that you transfer, the bigger the transfers fee. But then also you have to understand that it will arrive in your bank account in the Philippines, and it will arrive in in that currency, so there will be some exchange rate differences. So on average, I mean, about jobs, about transferring money, those are the questions that I have asked. But in my next vlog, I am planning to actually answer some questions about security, safety, COVID updates, and tourism updates in the Maldives. So if you're interested, just like, again, hit the subscribe button and the notification so you can be updated in my next vlog. Thank you so much for being here, and if you have any more questions, just try to put it in this comment section and I will try to answer as soon as I can.